What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the Nonsensical Knowledge Podcast, episode number 64. Irv, what's good, bro?
What's up, everybody? Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share, invite a friend.
Hit that subscribe button. We'll wait for a couple few individuals to jump up in here. How's the evening going, Irv?
Good, man. This is nice. We got to chop it up beforehand and strategizing game plan. It's dope.
Yeah,
it was earlier too. It was earlier.
Yeah, it's always fun, man, when we can brainstorm and figure out how we can take this thing to the next level. And it's funny because shout out to Jason DeZembo if he ends up watching this, but homeboy had the pleasure of starting at our very first episode and going till, I think he said he was a couple months out now. But shout out for sticking with us, man. Shit got weird in the beginning. It was a rough start. And
yeah, pull that up if you can, bro.
Pull what up? Well, what's that? The comment from Jason?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Let's see if I can get back. People see.
Yep, we can definitely do that. But it just goes to show, that people have been, going back into our content, and we had some really good early episodes, but there was also some really and none of them were bad. Let me phrase that properly. None of them were bad. It really was just getting our audio together and getting our shit together in terms of that the content was always great. Let me see here. I'm going to give this a share. Pop in. I could have probably just did it right from my screen. All right, so let's see here. So basically, I put up a post earlier, and it says, I tagged you in it, obviously. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast yet, you should. We go live this evening, which we are now live on YouTube, X, Twitch, Rumble, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you guys are out there, make sure you hit the like button. And essentially that we would be booking a bunch of cool guests as well. And I believe, let's see what we got here. We got 3 comments on it, right? And let's see who we got. So Jason DeZembo, almost caught up. I'm about 2 months behind still. So again, that's just, shout out to Jason for that. Yep. And then also shout out to Sammy Sagendorf for hitting us with the subscribe and then also tapping in with us. We appreciate you, Sammy. Irv and I were also speaking about you recently, and we have some things that we'd be interested in having you do for us. But for everybody that has been through this long, grueling process of making this podcast what it is now and what we hope it to be, we appreciate everyone, and with much love, man. Much love for that, because we really do try to put a lot of effort into this and just provide conversation for people to whether you can't talk about it in your personal lives or you just got to have people that you can relate to. We're here for that. We're here for all that. So but we are live on all of these streaming platforms so far. So far X holding us down with 5. We got 1 on YouTube, 2 on Facebook. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, that heart react button for us. And we're getting some followers in here. There's been some fishy business going on out here lately, guys. What do you guys think?
Some wild shit.
Let's see here. We're going to remove this. Yeah, we're up to 10 people here with us. What's good, guys? Friday night, tapping in. around 9 p.m. Where are you guys from? Make sure you leave us a comment. X, help us out. Leave us a comment. Where are you guys from? Anybody on Facebook, obviously leave us a comment. We'll throw it up on the screen. Make sure you guys interact. So we've had some really big stories lately in the the way of the New Orleans Bourbon Street thing that just happened recently. And then also the Cybertruck incident at the Trump Vegas hotel, right?
Yeah, man, that's developing really, really extremely fast. There's just so much going on with that. Released a letter, email to Sean Ryan he sent talking about, what's been going on. So much to unpack with that, you know what I mean? Like we're off to a rapid pace this year, folks. There's no denying that. Just coming from a really rapid year last year to right now.
Overwhelming year.
Yeah. We're like, they're just pushing it, man. I mean, like every day you're like, we're discovering this information, valid information. And you just see everything that's coming. It's like we have to be ready as people, like look out for our neighbors, look out for our elders. Like it's only some like, we the people shit. Like I don't want to hear about race or none of that shit, economic status. Like let's build together. Like this is a time we need to build together and spread love and look out for each other. Cause shit's getting real.
Right, and we really have to put the power back into the hands of the people because as we both listened to even on the Sean Ryan podcast earlier, which we'll be diving into and referencing a lot because this dude that was contacted by the guy that blew up the Cybertruck reached out to this dude directly. But nobody trusts the government anymore. Nobody really can honestly say that they think that the government has our best interest in mind. And we're at a point where like even stories like the New Orleans jump off, like the Bourbon Street attack is questionable, it's suspect. Like things, obviously we weren't there. We weren't on the ground for it to happen. But at the same time, now we're talking about like these things are really like things just aren't adding up. Which is incredible because at the same time, it's like, you would think that, there would be more, I guess you could say, or not advertising. I guess that's not a good word. I guess there'd be more media coverage of the Cybertruck attack. You know what I mean? Or not. I don't want to label it as an attack. Okay, let's not label it as an attack. But at the same time, there's really no coverage on this. There's coverage, but they're doing their best to kind of silence that this dude was really exposing something as opposed to making an attack on somewhere that was with the interest of harming people.
Yeah, because at first I thought pretty shitty a terrorist attack. Like if the aim is to create havoc and kill people or injure people, then that didn't make sense. You just basically more like real estate damage.
Yeah. Real estate damage and a clear message, right? So this wasn't, like you said, there was no harm, I guess, involved. And just to kind of, I guess, dive right into the Cybertruck thing at first, homeboy, did he rent the truck? He rented the truck, right? Like, or it was his. No, he rented it. And
as of right now, that's what they're saying.
Right. So, but let's get into the email, right? So, for anybody that's listening or watching, we got 4 people on Facebook. Shout out to you guys, 13 on X and 1 on Twitch. Make sure you guys leave us a comment. But let's get into this shit, because basically Sean Ryan dropped. I was it earlier today? Or was it? It was earlier today that he dropped an emergency style, I guess, podcast with a dude that runs an Instagram page. I can't remember his name right offhand right this second, but he runs an Instagram page which is basically for military whistleblowers that are just trying to hold military brass accountable for shit. And it's all, what'd you say, Irv?
No, go ahead.
But it's all with the intent of keeping the military brass accountable. So he gets a lot of people that hit him up about whistleblowing shit and basically, to get it in the hands of the right people. Well, this guy, the guy that blew up the Cybertruck, right? What was his name? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if we can find it here. So his name was Matthew Allen. All right, so Matthew Allen Livelsberger. But he was an active duty U.S. Army Green Beret, right? And now I don't know if a lot of people are seeing this in the news, but this dude was like a very competent soldier. Like, the dude has crazy experience. Essentially he was whistleblowing though. So he hits this guy up on Instagram, says, yo, I need to get this information into your hands as soon as possible before the 31st, because I'm going away. Which obviously at the time the guy had no idea. He just thought it was just another dude just hitting him up. Well, this guy ends up going and blows himself up, allegedly, in a Cybertruck outside of Trump's Las Vegas hotel. So let's get into the emails, right? Irv, do you want me to get them, or do you have them?
I have it.
So these emails, there's a few different things. There's like emails, there's like Signal screenshots, which is another weirdo thing that we'll get into as well after we get through all that stuff. But what up, everybody? 23 on X, 4 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch. What up?
Happy New Year. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so it's just been kind of crazy. But essentially these emails were sent to this dude with the intention of getting them out. Let's see what we got here.
Let me see if I can get those.
Sure. So now, is this the email? Oh, yep, this is the email he sent to Homeboy with the Instagram page, which I got to try to find that dude's name as well. All right, so it reads, do you want to read it, or do you want me to?
No, you can read it.
All right, so it reads, and this is the email that Livelsberger. I'm not even trying to fuck that up, but in case I do not make it, in case I do not make it to my decision point or on to the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with, quote, drones in the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China in the East Coast, but throughout history, the U.S. Only we and China have this capability. Our OPSEN, which is their operating center, location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they're using it similar to how they used the balloon for sight, or what is it, SIGINT? This is military jargon, so if anybody knows what it means, just drop it in the comments. They used the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comm system. There are dozens of these balloons in the air at any given time. This is the so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aerial craft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and have a massive BIED, which is a vehicle that's rigged to be an improvised explosive device. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during the airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, DOD, DEA, and CIA. I conducted targeting for these airstrikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of CIVCAS. This killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. USFORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with USFORA and Agent Redacted of the DEA. And just for clarification, real quick, they redacted these names because people are still operational, so they're still out there. But Agent Blank of the DEA, so I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with General Miller's IO staff on this, as well as the response to Balia Murgab, AOBS commander at the time. Blank can validate this. So this dude basically came out, and now there was more recent shit too, Irv, that I had sent you earlier, basically stating that they had found notes from this guy. And he had said, he was like, look, this is not a terrorist attack. This isn't a terrorist attack. This is a fucking statement, right? Now, why you're not seeing a lot of this media coverage on this shit is because this ran all the way up the chain of command with the FBI, the CIA, the Army, all of that shit. They're trying to cover this shit up. So, let me see if I can find the shit that I sent you earlier with the dude, Cybertruck driver Trump. Let me see if I can find it because it was pretty interesting. They had allegedly found notes that let's see here, Cybertruck. We'll just throw this up real fast. And these are just a real quick search for it, but let's see what the New York Post. Let's see here. All right, so Left Behind rant praising Trump and Musk, slamming Democrats. This isn't the one I sent you earlier.
No.
But it's let's see here. During a press conference, this isn't it, right?
No.
Basically I'm just trying to find. All right, so basically here's one of the statements he had made that he left on a note or in an app on his iPhone. Quote, fellow service members, veterans, and all Americans, it's time to wake up. We are being led by weak and feckless leadership who only serve to enrich themselves. We are in the United States of America, the best country people to ever exist. But right now we are terminally ill and headed towards collapse. This was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Why did I personally do it now? I needed to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took. So, now, this adds a little bit of context, right? So, this dude left notes in his phone stating that this wasn't a terrorist attack. He's bent. Like, this is a dude that served his fucking country for 20 plus years. It might even have been longer. And the guy comes out and blows up a Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower, or not Tower, but Trump's Vegas hotel. Now, let's get into the DNA evidence, right? So everybody out there, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We got 36 on X, 1 on the Tube, 4 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch. So let's see what we got on the IG real quick. All right, so 0 on IG. Make sure you guys tap in. But now there's reports that DNA evidence of this guy doesn't match that of his sons. So now that means one of two things, right? Either homeboy wasn't the kid's dad, or that wasn't his fucking body. So
you think he got away?
I think a dude that has that much experience has the possibility to get away, right? You would think, because think about it like this. This guy had enough experience in the military to where he could have leveled that building, right? Like, he could have made a bomb that leveled that building and killed a bunch of people, hurt a bunch of people, made the biggest statement ever on New Year's Eve and or on New Year's Day, excuse me. And I feel like with the Desert Eagle, because they're basically saying that he killed himself with the Desert Eagle, shot himself in the head. Now, that doesn't leave a lot of room for identification. So they probably would have had to go DNA, right? Because, obviously shoots himself in the face, there's probably not much left to look at. So, but it isn't outside the realm of possibility. So this is the only reason I really feel like he might be alive. So as you see in the Sean Ryan podcast, the guy that was talking to him on Signal, right, said that his security number or his safety number had changed after the explosion.
After. Yes,
right?
he received a message from him after.
Eldon Gomels, he was a synthetic man. Hey, man, it's not impossible, bro. Those things drive themselves right up to the doorway and blow right up, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's
I mean, Tesla truck hacked. I mean, you could be locked in, you could be dead already, and transported there via the hack, self-driving, lock the doors on you, like you're finished. You're finished.
right.
And you know those batteries are bad for business anyway, fire-wise.
Well, what's interesting about it is that they say that like Elon had made it to where like it only would explode up as opposed to out. So like I guess that's a decent safety feature, but you're right. Somebody could have just put a body in that bitch, said, "Yo, put it in the GPS, bring me there." And it's like you show up, the bomb is set to detonate at a certain time. You know the remains are going to be charred. The dude's got a bullet through his head, and then he doesn't match they don't match the DNA. And what's crazy is the media is spinning it like they're almost spinning it as this dude found out the kid wasn't his and went crazy. Instead of being like, wait, that's just, to me, that's the easy swerve. That's the easy, like, oh no, he found out the kid ain't his. He went nuts. No, bro, it's probably not his body.
They're like his wife left him 3 days ago. He's got PTSD from the military. He's got anxiety from his brothers that he lost. He like basically just built it like he's not all there. You know what I mean? Like he's just some crazy.
They really
loon.
are. Yeah.
And it's just like line by line by line by line, and I'm like, okay, like we should be talking about the contents of the letter. You know what I mean?
Well, for sure, because again, if you take it as such of like I guess a quasi manifesto, he just told you what he did. Right. But so that's what makes it kind of hard to reconcile, though, if he's still alive as opposed to if he's dead. The writings suggest that homeboy knew what he was about to do and he was on his way out. You know, the evidence at the scene suggests differently. But that's, again, what would you do? You are already in intelligence. So you're going to want to make them think, oh no, I'm just doing this. You know what I mean? And then you are in the military, you have super capabilities, you take a body, you put it in the fucking Cybertruck, you punch it in the GPS, and you roll it up there with a bomb that's ready to detonate. And it was a spectacle. Homie put fireworks in there on purpose.
I saw it when we on the video the fireworks exploding like on some Independent Day type of shit.
Yeah.
But you peep the Area 51 where the gravity programs are.
The what?
He dropped
What is it?
GPS location coordinates to Area 51, stating that that's where the gravity propulsion system programs are ran out of.
No shit. So he posted like the screen grabber location or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's I guess kind of a part that we kind of got lost in the whole reading of the email. Is he was saying that anti-gravitic propulsion. Now, if you go and Google that, you're gonna get some fucking sci-fi shit, right? Like it's gonna pop up and it's gonna be like, oh, this is sci-fi. This dude's telling you that it's real. He worked on it. He saw it in action, right? And not only that, but that's what's flying over New Jersey right now. Only it's China, allegedly. And this is what's this is just a random thought, but it kind of drives me fucking nuts that like this is what we're doing in 2024. Like we're really worried about like if say that is China posturing, you know, it's like this is what we're doing. We're doing it's just constant war, bro. War. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's always this beef, man. This consistent beef. When most people just want to live their lives in peace, man. Just chill. Like there's just wicked people, man. I mean, there's no other way to say, like, if you could shit on people, deny them health care, do all this crazy stuff to the citizens, then nah, you're not right in the head. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's kind of a big deal though, the anti-gravitic shit, because it's like this is a different form of technology that the government has been keeping under wraps, and they've been talking about this stuff for forever. Like this isn't anything recent. This is shit that's been being talked about amongst the UFO community for a super long time. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's where they came out of was the Area 51, Groom Lake, S4, whatever's over there. And yeah, that's where they reverse engineered most of it. You know, that's what they did. And here we are. Now we're surprised that, you know, they have it, or, you know, and then again, look at like China. So obviously China's probably done their own recovering of the same crafts or the same technology. And then it was a race. Who can get them first?
They've kind of been beating around the bush with that, like Lou Elizondo. There's what they say. It's not either one, the U.S. or China. But it'd be something if there's definitely two. But I find it hard to believe they're letting Chinese drones just fly over our shit like that. I just
can't fathom it.
I can't fathom that. I can't. That our entire world changes at that point. Like if for real, yeah, changes.
Yeah. Again, so what you're saying is that we're just going to take it. We're just going to let this happen, and we're not going to do anything about it. Our national security is a threat, you know, and I kind of agree with you though there. I just don't see it being China either. Right. Either their technology is that far more superior than us, and we really can't catch them. We really can't see them. We really can't pick them up on radar. Or it's not China, because again, you shoot that shit down. And if you wanted war that bad, oh, send that. Send it, bro. What do you mean? Yep, let's take it down. Yeah, you would declare war.
Yeah. I think China would send them shits over at Taiwan before they would send them here. Just to be what's up. But it could definitely be the US though.
Well, according to Matthew Livelsberger, it is the US. And it is and it is China. So now again, this guy's intelligence. He is a Green Beret. This dude's peers, his fellow soldiers, his command, his ex-wife, all of them said that like they did not see this out of this guy. Like this was not a thing. Like his mental stability wasn't questioned. He was the top of the line soldier. He was Green Beret. This speaks for itself. But sometimes people feel like they have to take the burden on their shoulders. Like that dude's probably fighting with some real demons too, though, bro. Because if there's any accuracy, which we learned on the Sean Ryan show, that they did pull up articles from the shit that happened in Afghanistan, and the UN did actually have a report stating that this was actual fucking war crimes. Like that dude, he's sitting with however many civilians died in that accident, that died in that strike, are on his brain.
Ooh,
Like he's living with that. You know what I mean? He's living with that all day. So this is his Facebook?
No, this is his LinkedIn profile.
Okay.
Matt Levelsberger, Operations Director, Intelligence Manager, Remote Autonomous Systems, SUAS, Special Forces, Green Beret, Colorado Springs. This is his recent activity. Okay, 19 years, U.S. Army, 1 month. The Remote Autonomous System Manager. Yo, that's drones. That could be drones.
So from what I understand is that he was very much so involved with the drones. So
He
the
was
remote
driving
and the,
drone, yeah. Or
right. So the remote,
monitoring them.
yep. So like, and he was, so this is what I'm saying is these qualifications aren't just something little tiny, you know, this is a guy that knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Special Forces, SF Intelligence and Operations Specialist, 7 years. SF Communications Specialist, 9 years. Worked for General Dynamics for 11 months, engineered and fielded the first mobile standoff hyperspectral imaging light guard Minotaur system, forward deployed as a singleton to operate and maintain the 1.5 million system, network server, and power generator in austere environments, contributing author to technical manual safety data. Okay, bro.
And he had a Bachelor of Science, Strategic
Norwich.
Studies, and a Defense Analysis. So he was in intelligence.
He went to school for it.
Bro. So he had the Department of State Meritorious Honor Award.
Honor.
So
Recognized.
Yeah, go ahead. You can read it there.
Recognized by U.S. Ambassador for interagency contributions that resulted in increased interoperability and efficiency while serving as the Operations Sergeant at Special Operations Command, Forward Central Agent States within U.S. Embassy Dushanbe. Languages, speaks French.
I'm leaving the federal government, bringing over 2 decades of UAS. That's unmanned aerial systems, bro.
Right?
That's
CUAS.
Bro.
UAS.
Yeah, because remember they were talking about it in that one congressional hearing, bro. They were calling them UASs now.
UAS. Remember the name change, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, bro. Look, check this out. This shit.
See what we got.
We'll come back to that. This is just fucking.
Eldon Gomel, shout out, man. Thanks for the comment. Mind control. We don't know, man. This is what we're trying to pick apart. If you think it's mind control, it totally could be. The media does it all the time.
Listen, the second Trump assassin, the terrorist in New Orleans, and this guy all at that base in Texas.
Fort Bragg.
Yes, Fort Bragg. Yes. So
yeah, there was a lot of crazy conspiracies. Go ahead, break it off. Yeah, I think I posted on our YouTube a picture of that. Like it's all 3 of their pics.
Yeah.
But I put it up as a post, so I don't know how I would find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Check this baby out. Look who's in the business.
Stop it, Northrop Grumman. Oh, come on, man. You know, this is the industrial military complex right here.
Did he break away? I mean, look at that page, bro. They got tanks with lasers, shit shooting it. Oh, that's kind of a UFO up there.
Where? Let me see.
Top right.
Oh,
The
no,
laser
you
shooting?
know what that is? That's fucking Project Bluebeam, bro.
That's it, bro.
They're putting a
Yeah.
hologram in the sky.
It's over the mountain, bro. You're scared as shit.
And
You're
this
like-
is
Yeah.
bro. This is Northrop Grumman counter unmanned aerial systems. We provide. Wow, look at this shit. And this is just on their website.
Homepage, top of their website.
We provide an integrated layered solution from sensing to intercept. Oh man, here we go. When it comes to countering unmanned aerial systems threats that are proliferating across the modern battlefield, there is no silver bullet solution. Northrop Grumman believes that a strong defense against unmanned aerial system threats requires a comprehensive end-to-end approach. We are uniquely capable of providing an integrated, layered solution across the kill chain. So this is our counter unmanned unmanned aerial systems architecture and system of systems approach starts with sensing and tracking. Weird, they can't do that in New Jersey. It delivers a layered defense that includes a full complement of kinetic and non-kinetic effects, aerial and ground sensors, and the battle-hardened, proven, and deployed forward area air defense system. FAD was recently selected by the Department of Defense as the system of choice for counter small UAS. Ultimately, our approach creates a fully networked battle space that connects, integrates, and optimizes every sensor best effector operations. So what they're saying is that they specialize in this shit. And yeah, look, electronic warfare. This is the craziest shit in the world, man. Is that like these companies are uber rich, uber loaded on killing people. Find the best ways to kill someone.
What was it called? The kill stream? Kill stream?
The kill chain.
The kill chain. Kill chain. Kill chain.
Yep, Sammy. Yep, tanks with lasers, bro. It's crazy, man. Lasers are kind of old technology, but once they think about them now, 2024, where they're like hyper. Look at what was it, Liana? That almost seemed like a laser incident where they just beamed that shit down from a satellite. Nothing blew, caught on fire, and then let's see who else. Let's see. We got a Twitch comment from Only Zeus. Hey man, I'm just asking if you need a video editor to edit your live stream podcast and turn it into a content that can be posted on social media. Thanks. We'll check you out, man. Maybe we'll give you a look. Thanks for tapping in. Hit that follow button.
I'm gonna rock this video they have.
One of today's emerging threats on the battlefield is small, inexpensive, and can be easily purchased on the internet. We're talking about unmanned aerial and ground systems, commonly known as drones. To counter this threat, we've developed a full kill chain counter UAS solution by combining 3 of our advanced technologies: the Mace system, Bushmaster chain guns, and our advanced ammunition. The Mace vehicle is an on-the-move command and control system with an open, networked architecture to detect, track, identify, and defeat targets. Mace empowers a single operator to manage complex engagements through the full kill chain by compressing the decision cycle to identify hostile targets. Once a threat is identified, a signal goes to a nearby Bushmaster chain gun, so the effectors have the exact location and tracking data for a precise defeat.
Come on.
And when armed with our advanced ammunition, Bushmaster chain guns provide an unmatched level of lethality. Rounds like the Mark III 10 programmable air bursting munition detonates at optimal burst points, while the XM1211 high explosive proximity sensing munition can sense ground and air targets. Combining these advanced munitions with Mace and Bushmaster chain guns results in the most reliable, accurate, and economical kinetic defense solution available. Our counter-UAS solution reliably addresses every aspect of the kill chain to effectively defeat ground-based drones, air-based drones, and swarming targets.
Yo, why they got the Taliban pickup trucks though?
Oh, come on, bro, because we gave them to them.
They're like, yo, those things work. Let's just get the little Toyota.
Only Zeus. Thanks, man. Thanks for following. We appreciate that. Court, what up? Shout out. What's good?
Babe?
Yeah, it's just incredible that they put this much energy into how they're going to destroy shit. Imagine if we put this kind of effort into building the world up in a positive way as opposed to just destroying shit. But like, think about it like this in the Jersey sense too now, because if they got these fad systems where they can just shoot these drones out. Yo, you could shoot that thing down over the ocean. What are you talking about?
Oh, light it up, right?
You put the tank right out on the beach. You know what I mean?
The beach is closed tonight. Is closed tonight. You know, we're gonna shoot down some drones.
What up, Spencer?
Spencer.
What up, Brody? Thanks for watching. Yeah. It really is incredible that we have these technologies, man. And now it's really convenient to me that with everything that's been going on with the drone shit, like it's almost like they're getting us ready to have real surveillance shit, like some surveillance state shit happening. You just got drones everywhere all the time type shit. Because think about it, with those right there, that company, Northrop Grumman, man, they're not the only ones with that capability.
No, not at all, man.
What was the robot you posted?
Oh man, the Chinese temple. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but I know it was on the YouTube. It was you said it was a Chinese one, right?
Yeah, it's definitely on the shorts. Could be on there, actually both.
Let me see what we got here. I got it up already. Let me see what we got. It might be under videos. YouTube's a bit weird when it comes to that shit. If it's not, oh, here it is. I got you. Bang. Just let me know if I got sound, because of course my shit always gets weird.
I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watching me doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me. Yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me.
So that's a Chinese one, allegedly, and they just started the commercial sales for it.
Yeah, they're selling them for like 60,000 a piece, but they're great. Like they have, they can strap a gun to the back of it. Like you can, if you're hunting or coming to get after people, like you got no shot against that thing. It's a wrap.
Right. And think
Yeah,
about that
it's
thing chasing you down the fucking
no,
street.
no.
And it's getting more and more closer to reality though. When we really look at it, like the way things are moving, even with what was it? What's the Tesla robot? Tesla robot's pretty badass too, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But
Optimus.
it's just kind of, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's getting scary out here. It's getting scary in the sense that like we're more moving towards this I don't know, hyper realistic robot era. And then we were just kind of talking off stream. What was the last stream that there a lot of these places, these social media apps and like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all of these different places are going to be introducing bots. Like they're basically going to have bots in there as regular users.
Yes, they're creating the profiles, the AI. They act like, this is Bob. I'm a grandfather. Like, I like long walks on the beach and shit, and it's just the AI responding, pictures, images, everything, man.
All generated. But it's just, I don't know, with the UASs though, I guess getting back to those, it's kind of weird with all the shit going on in Jersey and everywhere else around the world that we would have this guy come out and he was really trying to get in touch with someone, like he was trying to get this information out and knew that after the first, it didn't matter. Run that shit. And I just look at it. I feel like with the demons that dude was facing, the brothers he lost, and the civilian, the lives that he took, which was, out of his own mouth. It's hard, man. That's something you did and you did for your country, and you thought it was for. I can't imagine a soldier, bro, being in a situation where they just took out tons of civilians and you have like your bosses telling you, shut the fuck up. Be subordinate.
No. They're civilians. Let's not do this. Yeah.
Right. So, and that actually happens a lot where these commands are like, no, we can't have this. Get out. We'll all go to prison. It's like what? Like this shit really happens. Courtney says Kim Kardashian just got a Tesla robot. It's about to be iRobot up in here. It really is. It really is. I hope you guys got a name picked out for yours because I'm running through names. I'm trying to figure out names now. This is why I'm super nice to Alexa, right? Because one of these days, all them people that are like, assholes to Alexa. Oh wait, just fucking wait until AI is running shit. They're gonna be like Auntie Alexa. What'd they say? Yeah, but it is kind of crazy. This dude had a lot of experience with drones, a lot of experience in the military. He was well respected. He was a good soldier, and I think enough was enough. What do you guys think out there? You guys think that this dude was just trying to make a statement? Or you guys think homie was really on some real patriotic shit? Like, no, we got to tighten up.
I mean, he didn't kill anyone. He didn't kill anyone like this psycho in New Orleans. Definitely two major events, but definitely two separate courses. But they're all from Fort Bragg, so could be,
So
what he said, mind control.
you're kind of just to compound on that theory, man, is Fort Bragg had a bunch of murders happen there.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's really wow. So Fort Bragg's got some shit going on down there. What do you know any programs that are ran out of there? I don't know. Ed, where you at? He'll be back. I'm gonna pull up a screenshot of the couple of the murders at Fort Bragg. While we wait for Ed to get back in here. Yeah, so that's just some of the instances of crazy things happening at Fort Bragg, and we brought it up because um, the second Trump assassin, was spent time at Fort Bragg, and then the jihadists in New Orleans who drove the car through people. Glad he's not here with us. He doesn't deserve to be. And then the Las Vegas Trump Hotel bomber, all connected there. Not saying they were working together, but there is a connection there between all three of them. So what are you guys thinking? You think everything's going to go good from here until inauguration, or do you think we're going to be seeing more craziness? What are your thoughts? Drop a comment, let us know. Shout out to everybody on X. We have 50 on X, 1 streaming on YouTube, 5 on Facebook, and 1 on Twitch. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, give us a share. We're just all regular dudes, just talk about shit that we talk about when we're hanging out together, like things that matter, things that affect all of us, everybody in the community, everybody in the country, everybody in the world. Should pay attention. So we sum up all the crazy shit because we know people got other things to do. So our show is just about summarizing all of the crazy shit, weird conspiracy stuff. We talk about aliens, drugs, psychedelics. We covered Luigi Mangione. We covered the New Jersey drones. There he is. New Jersey drones and a bunch more. What's up, bro? You there? Yeah, he's just getting his stuff together. But Irv, that's Edwin, and
What up?
we appreciate you all for tapping in. Let's see if we got him back. Calling Edwin. I'll reach in the screen and grab him. Yo, would you? Oh, here he is. Let's go. Yo, Sammy, you don't want to come on, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
I got you. You're back.
Bro, I don't know what happened. My shit just deaded my fucking Wi-Fi on my laptop. I just had to.
That's some George Norrie shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro, but this shit got me annoyed. What's good, everybody? I'm back.
Yeah, I was just telling, holding it down when you're gone. So he'll be back.
Yeah, certainly trying, that's for sure. Yeah, so where were we here? So who we got? How many we got here still? Oh, it won't let me see it.
We got right now, just shouting them out, 50 on X, 2 on YouTube, 6 on Facebook right now, and then 1 on Twitch. And then Rumble doesn't show us. We're also on Rumble, so you could find us there. But thanks for hanging out, man. People are tapped in with us. We were all wondering where the hell you went.
Yeah, man. For some reason, I'm actually about to be back in on the. Let me see if it'll let me back in here. Add to stage. All right.
So this was talking about the murders at Fort Bragg, and the connection of the three incidents.
So there was
Trump shooter, the terrorists in New Orleans, Bourbon Street, and Trump Las Vegas Tesla truck. All spent time at Fort Bragg.
Every single one of them, right?
Oh, yeah. Not saying if they knew each other or not, but definitely that's a connection.
Well, it is kind of strange too, because like I said before, I got fucking ungraciously kicked the fuck out. I know there was a lot of investigation and murders, or there might have been murders that had happened at Fort Bragg. So I'm going to look that up now to see if I can find that, because I feel like it was like a chick that had went missing. Fort Bragg murders. Well, first and foremost, the first thing that pops up is let me see here. Let's put this up on the screen real quick. It is kind of crazy that like this place has so much history. So obviously it's an older military base, but this says Jeffrey Robert McDonald was an American former medical doctor and United States Army captain who was convicted in 1979 of murdering his pregnant wife and 2 daughters in 1970 while serving as an Army Special Force. That was at Fort Bragg. Okay. Let's see here. At least 44 Fort Bragg soldiers died stateside in 2020. Several of them were homicides. So it's kind of crazy that all of these people came out of Fort Bragg and there's just murders happening left and right there. What the fuck is going on at Fort Bragg?
Yeah, is there programs there?
Oh, Herb just threw that out. My bad.
What'd I throw up? Oh no, you're good.
Oh no, I thought you threw up your comment and then I took it down on accident. Yeah, it's totally could be mind control. It totally could be special access programs. And this is another thing, is this guy said he was a part of that type of shit. Like he was a part of like special access programs where like there you had certain clearances to get into these programs.
Yeah, they
So
got
this
that out
is
of the
his
Tesla
idea.
truck.
And
It
that's it.
survived.
Of course it did. Why wouldn't it?
It survived the explosion,
Why
the
would-
fire, the heat. And you could still see his face.
Yeah, wild, bro. It just seems awfully convenient that like this could, all of these connections could be happening. I guess.
I know.
Like to me, it's just like, is it that much of a coincidence or is this actually fucking happening? Like, but like even still, we haven't even gotten into the New Orleans thing, right? And how fishy the fucking Bourbon Street
I
attack
can't even
is.
do that. Come on.
Yeah. So what do we got going on there, Irv? You were telling me some shit earlier about homeboy that fucking did the murder down in New Orleans.
U.S. Army soldier, Fort Bragg, had whatever, said he was peaceful, like never seemed radical to any of his neighbors or anyone. Rented a car and drove it down to Bourbon Street, which just so happened the barriers that keeps cars from driving through there were down for some reason. So he was able to drive right in and go straight down Bourbon Street. And these things are automatic. Like they're up. I mean, every playbook on, your state police, your county police, FBI, all of them are gonna be like, yo, Bourbon Street, you shouldn't be able to drive down. Everybody knows that. Like, but the gates are down and he floors it. He had a flag, but they covered up the flag initially. But he had an ISID flag on the truck, but they covered it up with something. Like they were trying to hide. Oh, like we don't want it to seem like a terrorist attack.
Well, it's kind of odd too because this is just a photo, everyone, of the suspects in yesterday's attacks on Bourbon Street, New Orleans, and Trump Tower. Both served at Fort Bragg. This is a picture of all the guys and also Ryan Ruth. But we were talking about this earlier before the stream. Actually, I think it might have been on the phone before the stream, but we were talking about how like this wasn't like your typical case of a radical Islamist, right? So like this isn't someone, this dude was just arrested for like drunk driving or some shit not too long ago. A ardent Muslim that feels like they are going to commit this suicide, whatever mission, whatever, they're on their deen, man. They're not on like they're not out there drinking. They're not out there drinking and driving. You know what I mean? They're like actually hardcore religious.
Yes, sir.
So, and then this guy who just happens to be a dude that was not, he was in the military, but he was like more of like a paper pusher, I think.
Yeah, he wasn't like, probably was an interpreter, I would say.
Yeah, but then it's still in the same token. What is it?
What's his name? The New Orleans guy.
Oh, so that I don't want. I can look it up, but
Like,
I don't know. Yeah, it was like, I know it's a real Muslim name. So New Orleans. Bourbon Street.
Apparently, he was posting hateful stuff on Facebook and stuff before his attack.
Oh, they're just reporting now too. New Orleans attacker had transmitter to set off explosives. New Orleans officials were warned in 2019 that Bourbon Street was vulnerable to a car ramming attack. Weird, they predicted that. So let's see here. Let's see what his name is.
Put his shit
Let's,
up front.
yeah, let me see if I can share that tab. All right, let's put this in.
Jabbar.
This. What is it?
Jabbar.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, I was just pulling it up. Perfect. That's what I mean is like, it's just either, you know, a lot of people want to connect these two incidents, but I'm not sure I'm willing to connect the two. Yeah, they were both at Fort Bragg, and maybe they both had that like mind controlled trigger, you know? That's always possible. I'm not going to rule that out. But one dude was like elite soldier, the other dude was pencil pusher. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to say that they'd be acting in unison or something like that. I don't know if that guy would.
I highly doubt it.
Right.
Two different courses of actions, and
yeah, it's two different motives too. You can kind of see it in the motives. One guy wanted to cause as much harm as he possibly could, and one guy wanted to make a statement. And I got to imagine he had to know that like the Cybertruck was built to have some have some of these safety features to where it wasn't going to necessarily hurt a bunch of people or kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, he's like engineering explosives, you know what I mean? Like he's programming and on the eye of that system, watching that destruction on the screen, you know what I mean? And in person, because you're a beret, so you get busy in the field too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So,
ain't no slouch.
Nah, homie, you can tell homie loved America, man. You know, I just, just PTSD, seeing the shit and knowing, especially if you're in special access programs, you're fucking around with anti-gravity shit. You're holding the weight of that. Like, you're seeing people struggle. We could have free energy, free travel, like, plus all the war shit. So I could see him losing his shit. I mean, any normal man could lose their shit with less shit, you know.
Well, if you're that much of a patriot, you at least have it in your heart that like you have these ideals built up behind that. You know what I mean? So it's like that's God, government, country. You know what I mean? At the very least, this dude didn't necessarily. He's not giving off terrorist vibes. You know what I mean? This dude was like, it's almost like revolutionary vibes. I just wish that there would be more content, like not content. I didn't mean to say it like that, but like, give us more information, man. Spill the beans. Don't, you're kind of gone now, or you're not gone. Maybe you're in Mexico, but what do we got here? Oh, none. False alarm.
Yeah. False alarm. Yeah. So the freaking reporter who got to do the interview at the New Orleans terrorist apartment the next day just walked freely because everything was done already. This is her walkthrough of Jabbar's apartment.
The New Orleans terrorist. You can see that it's been clearly destroyed, the door at least, from the FBI raid yesterday. But if we walk through the home, we see some signs of what he was up to. He had this work area here, lots of different chemicals splayed around, and different electronics. This is, again, a work setup.
Come on.
Left receipts, just very unkempt in here. If we go over here, actually, you can see the Department of Justice documents here, the search warrant, and the property that they recorded here, which seems to be a lot of chemicals. Again, just left in disarray. There's a
No mask, no nothing.
and his what appears to be
Look at the baking soda.
religious
It's
material,
Bourbon.
his Qurans, an open Quran with a passage there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam and his prayer rug just to the left of me here. And if we go back, there's another bedroom here. You can see he left all these belongings, contact lenses, personal belongings, bathroom. This seems to be some sort of workspace, again, with other chemicals here. The light's still on, some kind of station set up here. We're not really sure what that was for, in, what we can assume was also a bedroom. You can see clothes left here.
This is the worst.
And just a sign that someone was here up until those last few moments when neighbors said he left just before the New Year's holiday, saying he was done with his lease. It was up and he was on his way to New Orleans where he would live there. Didn't take any furniture because he said his new home would be furnished. That's all we know so far.
This is like the most informal, improper, like that is some real propaganda shit.
That it was the worst shit I've ever seen.
Midwest Fishman, you guys ever heard of the term 6-week cycle? Nah, man, why don't you fill us in? Thanks for the comment. Drop us another one. Let us know what it is. We definitely like to dive into shit. That's just like, to me, it's like they got some chick to like have her boyfriend record on this, like, and just, grab my iPhone. We're going to run this real quick. We ain't got no information. These are all chemicals. It look like Listerine to me. Don't get it twisted.
No, but you're through bomb making lab. Just, you're good though. Like, you're just gonna walk through there.
Right.
You can't make this shit up. Well,
not even like that. The feds ain't letting that happen, bro. The day after. Come on. That's
New Orleans City Police ain't letting that shit happen.
Well, they're trying really hard to push this ISIS narrative, especially because the guy put the flag up. They're really trying. I don't know, man. You think they're trying to get like the Islamophobia going again now that, like, they're having such a hard time with the Palestinian and Israel thing?
Well, I've been doing some thinking about it, man, and then so they infiltrated Europe like heavy, right? So Europe is like almost whites will be the minority fairly soon there, right?
Yeah.
So like I think the Christian realm, it goes back to like the holy war shit, man. Like, we're still in this holy war. Like, we like to say we're advanced and we're moved beyond and we're the smartest shit, but like, we're still fighting holy wars. Why is that?
Well, we've had this conversation before, and earlier podcasts about how, like, most people would consider the United States a what we got here, Ghost Boy,
Sammy, what up?
Yo, what up, guys? How are
What
you?
up, bro? It's
What
good with
up?
you.
Good stuff. I've been thinking about the robot naming, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. What are you gonna name yours?
I'm naming mine Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It was
How
good
you
with
guys
You
you.
don't
doing?
look like Batman.
Just chilling, man. Just hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for popping in, man. We're trying to get
Thanks.
more engagement out here.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you having
pop in,
fun
say
tonight?
hi, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, we got to set something up, man. Get a proper episode in with you.
Yeah, I'd love that, man.
It gets a little weird on the stream, bro, because it's just like you're in front of everyone,
Right?
just chilling.
Hmm.
Yo, this is Sammy, man. He's definitely a music producer. Writes songs, raps, loves art. Also my little brother. Love him, man. Definitely give us music. You could drop your music link if you want to, Sam. We got heads on here all the time, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody that wants to find me, they can find me at Ghost Boy Sammy, any platform. Any love
Dope.
or support, I appreciate very much. It means a lot to me.
Listen, it means a lot to all of us, man. I'll make sure I go get over there and subscribe myself too.
Appreciate
yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, no diggity, man. Sammy, thanks for tapping in, bro. We'll catch you later.
Later, guys.
All right, man.
Yeah, shout out, Sammy. Thanks for tapping in.
Ghost boy.
What we got here? Midwest Fishman. Roughly every 6 weeks, the FBI has some event happen. This is so they can justify their existence as an agency. Usually they stop shit and then they can post, we stopped it. Sometimes their people, the FBI inspires, goes off script. Either way, roughly 6 weeks, the feds are in the news to justify the existence of their as an agency.
Ugh.
That's a super interesting theory, and it wouldn't surprise me, and I'll have to go back and actually see if we can like trace the 6 week intervals. You know, funding reasons. Yeah, listen, again, they have to justify something, right? And think about it like this. Irv and I both watched the Sean Ryan episode earlier where he dropped the information with with this dude. And the guys had to explain to the FBI what they were even talking about, like with the improvised vehicle.
Yeah.
Like talking about, rigging up the vehicle.
What's that code mean?
Yeah, these dorks at the FBI didn't even know what was going on, and we're like, "Oh, you got to explain that to us." So it really goes to show you, like, efficacy in a sense, But again, when you start out with someone like J. Edgar Hoover, it's not. I guess your foundation really isn't built on the utmost moral character or code, I guess you can say. That dude strong arm mad presidents just into keeping them.
Mm-hmm. He most definitely did it.
Yeah, he hamstrung a bunch of presidents, bro. Presidents came in and were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna leave you. Well, you know what? We're gonna go with a different FBI director." And he would just be like, "Yo, pull me homeboy's file." Oh wait, that ain't your wife, is it? Oh wait, is that you with like a little boy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would just extort presidents. So it doesn't surprise me with the FBI. And they all kind of went rogue, man. None of them really answered to any real government office. That's why I kind of like Tulsi, because I feel like Tulsi's going to be like, nah, bring that shit in. Let's see it. What do we got?
It's going to be, what do we got? Like 18 days.
Yeah, we're close.
Close.
Yeah, we're super close to inauguration, and it's It's gonna be a busy year, man. They're already releasing reports of like terror cells and fucking sleeper cells and all kinds of weird shit that's happening or allegedly going to happen in 2025. So it's obviously, like Irv said earlier, let's get back to our communities, keep the community strong, because we really can't put our faith in the government, man. If anything, they're trying to set us up more than the next guy, you know, trying to line us up. So
it's money, man. It's big money. Big money. It's a lot at stake.
Well, just look at the video you put up before I got kicked out with the drone, the counter UAS systems. Like that's just one company of the military industrial complex. So that's Northrop Grumman, and they're huge. Don't get it fucked up. But that's just one of them. And they're all pushing for war, man. They need to sell these weapons. They got to sell. So just keep your guys' head on a swivel, man. You know, if you're out in public places, stay safe. Keep your eyes on everything. And that's not saying, you know, profile people. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, stay alert. So,
mind your damn business. Unless they ain't gonna be fucking with you.
Well, it's like, I'll give an example. So like when we went down to New York City for my daughter's birthday, shout out Mariah. But when we went down to New York City, that's like a type of environment where there is so much going on at all times. You would never really notice somebody doing some nefarious shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in those situations, you just gotta kind of be more hyper alert and keeping your eyes open and just being like, okay, you know what? If there was something to go down in this major city, you know, it's to keep your head on a swivel, because look, we're a couple days in and we just had 2 very high profile incidents.
Yeah.
And then did you ever get a chance to watch that interview earlier too about the guy that with the was it the mayor? Was it the mayor? I finally found that video. I think I sent it to your
You did. I got it.
About them
the
lying
press
about
conference shit, right?
Yeah. We're up to 62 people. 52 on X, 1 on Twitch, 3 on YouTube, and 6 on Facebook. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tapping in. Also, real quick, only Zeus hit us a little while ago. Zeus, we do have an Instagram and a Facebook. You probably have a better way of getting to us, probably through IG, I guess. And then, hit us up, man. We'll chop it up. We got another comment from Midwest Fishman. Either way, every time the Feds stop a potential terror, the truth is the potential terror was talking to the FBI to begin with. The Feds post as bad guys, and then some dude on the internet gets inspired. The Feds give the guys a phone and hit this button. Well, a guy pushes a button and the FBI arrests the suspect and say, look, we got him. Except in New Orleans, the dude goes off script and runs people over. We probably could both agree that the FBI has been found to be in a lot of different things, stoking the flames, whether they be in the far right channels where they're, you know, telling neo-Nazis to go do shit, or telling, weak-minded individuals that really need help. They're in there stoking that flame to get them to go do the mass shooting, or what was it, Occupy Wall Street? They were there. The riots in where the Kyle Rittenhouse shit happened, like
Black Lives Matter shit.
January 6th, the FBI. You know what I mean? They put people there, bro. They're called agent provocateurs.
Yeah. Cats
You
getting
know?
paid to get paid to go into a strange city and fuck shit up. All right. Yeah,
Fuck it.
you go in the hood, like you really gonna give me 200? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll fucking go.
But same thing with the Trump assassination attempt. It was the
Yeah.
same thing. The guy was being contacted. The kid was being contacted by a guy that was driving from some FBI facility in Washington to meet this kid somewhere. They tracked the phones. That's a fact. So somebody was leaving an FBI building and going to meet this kid. And then, yeah, man, it's all a theater. We've always said it, the cat and mouse shit. We've always said it's theater, man. And they look for any way they can to sit there and church us up and be like, hey, we will protect you. You know, let us stop resisting. Let us protect you. You know,
put this shit on. Also, man, the bird flu with new pathogens coming out. That shit's hanging out below all this main hitting news.
The bird flu, right?
Yes, which I think it's already going around for sure.
Well, right. So I just saw an article that they were saying that it had transferred to some teen, and was like mutated or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on there?
So China's struggling with it. Hospitals are overflowing.
Again.
Soft lockdowns. People are dying over there. They're not dying here. But it's the same. Everybody knows the story. Some health facilities in New York, like in the Northeast, are just issued mass mandates.
Who did?
Some health organizations.
It wasn't who was
it? Yeah, they're worried about. Well, they're saying it's coming. We shared the video on the virologist saying they should roll out the bird flu vaccines now.
They already have them. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I just feel like, what was it? Fauci was saying, excuse me, let me not fuck that up. It was Bill Gates that was saying that we should already be the next pandemic was already upon us right after COVID, during COVID, It's going to be interesting to see how does bird flu after all of these years mutate to something that can now be infected in humans, right? Because it was going through the cattle at first.
Yeah. Oh, they've been working on that they've had this, man. They've been all the labs in Ukraine, all over Africa in weird spots. There's labs everywhere, man. They mess with this.
Well, yeah, they infect mosquitoes, then they create Lyme disease. They do weird shit, bro, where it's like they weaponizing shit. This gain of function research.
So that's interesting.
Midwest Fishman, glad I found your space on Twitch. I'm going to bounce. I got this radio show that I participate in that is coming on. I'll check you guys out again sometime. Shout out to Midwest Fishman.
Tell them share that link, man. You know what I mean? We support too, man. We'll tap in.
Drop us your link, man. We'll subscribe, whatever we could do to help. And thanks for tuning in on Twitch, man. This is a new platform for us, and we're looking to get busy on it. Thanks so much. Have a good night. So this is the exposure for cattle. Oh, okay. This is all right. Poultry, cattle, other animal exposure.
$66.
All right. So probable human case summary during the 2024 outbreak. So these are possible cases. Oh, okay. These all right. Possible cases with commercial poultry exposure. 3 in Washington, 2 in Arizona. Probable cases with commercial dairy.
Cattle.
California. Possible cases with exposure source unknown. Delaware. That
Yeah.
how would it be unknown? You know, like you got to know where the fucking shit was
Just the
discovered.
CDC information. But yeah, so like you can't eat chickens, you can't eat cows, no eggs.
You know, fuck my chocolate milk up, man. Come on. This is bugged out.
Yeah.
No, it really does sketch you out though, you know, with shit like that, because I know they either banned a lot of dairy out there or like, you know, was like, yo, don't drink the shit. Because
killing a lot of dairy too. A lot of chicken killing.
Yeah. It's do you think this is like something that like again kind of leaked out of the lab? Do you think this is something that's been like, because obviously bird flu, we've heard about it for at least my entire existence. I've heard about it.
Me too. Yeah, at this point, you don't know. You don't know either way, so it might as well come out of a lab now.
They got to be playing with them, yeah. They got to be playing with them. Oh, it's bird flu. Let's see if we can fuck with it. And think about like. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was saying, think about like when the permafrost and like all of this ice that's like melting and shit, and all of like the ancient fucking diseases that are gonna be drudged up here soon. Shit's gonna get weird.
Or under the ice in Antarctica, like they drilled down. You know what I mean? Like, it's dope to be here though, man, because there's so much shit that could go wrong, like on a universal level, just not even like your personal here on Earth level, for us to be here, man. And I'm like, these psychos just gotta chill, man. Trying to destroy everything. It's whack. Won't stand for it.
It really is. It really is. We're on a spinning ball that's just fucking flying through space, and we got to worry about paying rent and fucking what we're gonna feed our kids. Like, man, come on, give us the 0 point already and just knock it off.
Give us the 0 point all day. Yeah, I'm like, these cats are sending Taliban $40 million a week, bro.
A week,
bro. I'm like, bro, just send me a mail once. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how ridiculous it is. You might as well just be like, yo, Ed, drop $1 million to you, bro. I know you're gonna do good things. Go, right? Like, if your country actually did that, since you're gonna give money away to fucking Taliban, like, why don't you bless some people, bro? Like, yeah. It's shit's just whack, man. Emoji.
You're right though, Court. Look at all them.
Man, cows. Sick.
Yeah. My bad.
Everybody's got a stomach bug now.
Well, we just had it like not too long ago. What was it? Probably about a month ago. There was like that real bad one going around where people were having like long-term effects afterwards too. Like, so your typical head cold, which was a couple days usually, would turn into like 3 months for a lot of people. People were walking around with like walking pneumonia and shit. Like, it was just
bird flu.
Yeah, who knows at this point?
No testing, no nothing.
Right. But that's the double-edged sword with something like a COVID. You didn't handle it properly. Now no one will ever trust you again. And when it's time to actually, like, this is the one you got, like, this is the one you need.
You really got to chill.
Right.
I mean, if that one is people just dropping in the street, man, then it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard to tell with anything coming out of China. That's for sure. Like, just like any information in a sense. That's why it's like we're seeing the hospitals full and all that shit is like, all right, how much of it is accurate? How much of it is really getting out? And then I just remember the videos, but remember the videos during COVID that we would play during the podcast, and they were just bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies, just like countless bodies everywhere. And like really a lot of them weren't even from COVID. Like they were all different shit. They were all lied about. By the way, for anybody listening that doesn't know and maybe didn't see our the one episode we talked about it, I'm not sure which episode it was, but at the same time we talked about the Senate releasing a 500-page report talking about exactly how bullshit COVID was. And everybody should at least read the bullet points on that.
I mean, people are dying from the vaccine, man. I mean, they're trying to, and you can't sue. There's no lawsuits. You can't sue them. So,
bananas.
Heart attacks. A lot of messed up things, man.
A ton of messed up things, and we don't want to scare anybody, but this is what what a lot of us were worried about was, what are the long-term effects? Nobody knows. They rolled that vaccine out so quickly. Remember when it was coming out on FedEx trucks or what was it, UPS trucks? Like it was like UPS donates 1 million trucks to roll the vaccine out. They were like, it's going to take 2 years to develop a vaccine. They had that shit done in 4 months.
Warp speed.
Right. And even the people that were coming out and talking about it, like some of the people, like the creators of like the mRNA, were like, dude, this ain't a vaccine. This is gene therapy. Like they're changing your fucking genes. Like, So, but ridiculed, threatened with fucking getting their careers taken away. Those are the dudes that it's like that. I think we learned a lot when it came to this like pandemic shit, because they really did lie a lot, but they went hard on suppressing the truth from anyone. And that's telling, because when science can be compromised, right? So like science is usually like, almost definitive because they do a trial and error. They can replicate the results, and this is science. When the government says, no, we're going to clamp down on everybody, you're going to get fired, we're going to pull your license, we're going to do all that shit. That's not science anymore. Courtney, I never had high blood pressure until I got the Moderna vaccine series. Yeah, look, it's tough, Court. A lot of people were really forced and scared into it. And it sucks because I know people as well that were, had 20-year careers that were like, no, if you don't get it, we're going to fire you. You're going to throw away 20 years at a state job because you can't, you know, this, you have to take this vaccine. That's the most fucked up shit ever in the world, man. And now look, you know, obviously we pray that everything works out fine anyway, and you know, things will be okay, but we just got to be careful with these vaccine rollouts and what they tell us these days. That's it. Head on a swivel.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Gotta say, man, it's probably one of our best episodes so far. I say that every time, but
this was definitely dope as always, but I love them all. But yeah, we can see. We know, we feel it.
yeah, no diggity. And we had a lot of engagement this one too, as well. Shout out to everybody that commented, liked, you know, shared, subscribed. It was super cool of you guys to tap in. Sammy for popping in.
52 on X, 2 still hanging out with us on YouTube, 3 on Facebook, and 1 on Twitch. Shout out to Midwest Fishman, Court, and everybody else out there listening. Oh, and we also got 5 on Rumble. I found it. I'm still not an admin yet, but 5 people are watching the live with us on Rumble. We're just newly on Rumble, so shout out to Rumble as well.
Yep. And these are different ecosystems that we're trying to build out. And we're here, and we appreciate all of you guys that are everywhere out there. And that just took a chance to pop in on us and take a listen. We obviously appreciate your thought processes, the conspiracy theories, the theories in general, and your engagement. You guys are the best.
For sure.
You got anything else for these fucking weirdos out here?
Fucking weirdos. Yo, stay warm. Stay cool. Don't stress shit. Relax a little bit. Breathe. Smoke one if you have to. Chill on the alcohol. And stay tuned in, man. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, retweet. I don't even know all the names of them. What's TikTok called? When you
Bro, like, repost maybe?
Repost, TikTok, something. I don't know, but yo, do what you do on your favorite platform. Appreciate you guys.
You know, Irv said it perfect. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.